Ahoy there, fellow modelers. This is Frankie Day, back again on YouTube. Okay, fellas, I just got done uploading my update number 4 for my Yonkers 52, my County Jew. The one I'm doing on papermodeler.com, build thread I got going on. So I'll share it here with you fellas as well. Might as well kill two birds with one stone. I got that uploading right now, so that should be up very shortly, fellas. And getting back to this little jewel, guys. Last night, after the last video I made on the final reveal for my Rodin Fokker D7, I went ahead and proceeded to build on this here. I spent about 2 hours, fellas, cleaning up all these parts right here. I mean, I got it pretty well clean. I filed this down real good, nice and smooth in here on the fuselage. And I put some filler in there because it was kind of like a little bit of a lip right there, and it wasn't not much of a lip though. But I like to put filler on there if it's needed. So only filler it needs right now. Next is when I join this bottom wing on here like this. That's got to be filled in there too. But first is that I got to fill in the fuselage joints, the seams, make sure they disappear and they're gone. Now, this is a 1958 mold, guys. This is the second kit in 1/72 scale AIRFIX aircraft that AIRFIX has produced. This is 1958, and there's no cockpit detail at all, folks. There's nothing. If you look very carefully there, you can see on the observer and also the tail gunner positioned back here, and also the pilot's compartment right here. There's nothing but a piece of plastic that supposed to resemble somewhat as a pilot seat for the pilots to be sitting in there. Now, once the pilots are seated in here, fellas, if there's any cockpit detail at all, it won't be seen because these fellas are pretty good size. And so anyway, I'm building this right out of the box. I'm not going to add nothing. Only thing I'm going to add different outside the build of this model is going to be the rigging. Again, I use fuse wire. This is good stuff, folks. That's a secret. That's one of my secrets right there for rigging. Okay, guys, like I said, I spent about 2 hours cleaning up all the parts. It wasn't very much flash on it, though, but I can clean this the same. And dry fit and test fit parts, make sure they fit all right. So I kind of test fitted everything. As you can see, they fit quite well. The rudder and the stabilizers, they've been cleaned up and prepared and ready to be glued on the fuselage here. But firstly, I got to sand all this off here first before I apply the tail feathers on. Then I had to prime the unit and let it dry. Okay, guys, getting back to the wings. During the cleaning session on this, I found some ejector pinholes right here, ejection marks right here. That's what the hell those circles right there were. I never noticed them from before, but they're ejector pin markers. So they left their stamp of approval on here. On the bottom there isn't any. Bottom is pretty clean. These holes here will be fitted. These will be filled in. I'm gonna fill this in with some sheet styrene. I got a hole punch set right here. I'll punch a little hole of styrene and fill this in there, and file sand same. Make sure it's flush with the bottom of the fuselage. This will not be glued onto the fuselage, and these here too, until this is completely sanded off here. And also on the bottom wing, I had the same thing. Ejector pin marks also were left on the bottom. Only bottom side only, fellas. The top side, that's good because at least it's not there to be filled in and everything. You have to mess up the top. This makes life a little easier somewhere. Also, the trailing edge of the pilot script right here, which is called the skylight, right here, where we can look up and make sure there's anything above them. That's only visibility he had because he had this whole wing covered like this. His visibility would be lost, so it's very essential that he had enough visibility that he could be able to look around what he's doing. This is going to be a fun kit. This is an old model, folks, and really, amazingly enough, as I looked at pretty much, there's still a lot of good detail on there. I mean, I was really amazed. I mean, this is only one type of the kit of this model of the RE8 reconnaissance ship. This is the only model that's available that I know of that's in the world today, as we know it. I don't think there's no card models of this. This is just an odd release of a model. You know, it's just they don't do too many of these. I could be stand corrected. They probably do got an RE8 somewhere, but I haven't seen any. So I know AIRFIX is the only company in the world that makes this type of model, makes this aircraft. And I imagine there's probably some out there in the scratch field where people make them out of balsa wood for plans. Lord knows I got enough model plans to make a lot of stuff though, but these will do for now. Anyway, guys, this is a fun little model. I highly recommend it. This is the third build that I've done of this, and it goes together very easily. And the ribs need to be sanded down quite well because it's really rough. It's really very well pronounced, fellas. Need to be toned down just a hair, not too much, just a hair. And other than that, it goes together pretty good. The rest of the parts inside the box right here, and they'll be repaired and cleaned later on steps. But as of now, I'm going to go ahead and sand this filler off of here, and go ahead and fit the bottom wing on here, the stabilizer and rudder, and fill in the bottom here, set aside, let dry. I'm going to go ahead and work with my Tanty-Jew and get the outer wing panels done, so I can stay ahead of it and go to something else. So I'll probably be working with Arizona tonight, folks. And time has come for it to work on it. The 7th will be here before you know it, and it's calling on me. So as much as I'm going to do on this tonight, folks, I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and sand all this hideous filler off of it. Put the wing on, fill the bottom quite well, tail feathers, set it aside, let it dry. I hang around over here until my hook's up here and let it dry, and get another day, make another video. So that concludes that, fellas. That about does it right there. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and may God bless and happy modeling. This is Frankie Day signing off, and we'll catch you on the next YouTube presentation. That'll probably be tomorrow on my Arizona. So stay tuned for that, fellas. There's always a lot of videos coming your way. If you look at them, I'll make them. Okay, fellas, again, this is Frankie Day signing off, getting out of here right now. We'll catch you boys on the next video. And may God bless, and make Mama happy. And happy modeling, and please subscribe. Bye, boys.